Welcome
to
Those Two Chicks
with a podcast.
Podcast.
Did it lose you?
Yeah, I was focusing on the curtains because the little holes kind of look like eyes. It was probably like, that's a face.
Not your
but
face.
It's me. I'm right here. Well, my hair's yellow now too,
right,
so it's probably like Jordan. And it's like very like unshapely. It's just like
is it you?
Is that you? How's it been?
Good.
How
it's
have you been?
well, I'm packing.
She's packing.
Today's my dad's birthday.
Heat. Oh my God! Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
I'm a box of tampons.
We're celebrating today.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Jordan is going to make ribs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So is he off this week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so is he over there already prepping his ribs?
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
He's there and he's working on getting us moved in.
Good.
So
That's good.
yeah.
I
Took
like
baby
that.
Cal.
Yeah. Boss baby. He's got to tell him where to put the stuff.
Right.
I want the couch there. My desk here. He knows.
My file's over here.
Yes, I need to be able to do my paperwork.
Though it was funny because yesterday I was telling him about like what we're going to be doing and like little things we're going to fix up around the house before we move.
Yeah.
And Callum was in his little, like just like in his little seat.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I'm like, yes, thank you for listening.
He's like,
I'm taking my minutes.
He's right. Did you see the comment someone left on our YouTube video?
Mm-mm.
Apricots.
Mm-hmm.
Apricots?
I don't think I say apricot.
Well, we know I say everything wrong.
I don't know. I think
apricots.
Yeah.
Their cores also are poisonous.
Oh, God.
Thank you. I never eat apricots.
Thank you, YouTube listener. I'll never do that.
That means someone watched our conversation and actually had a thought about it and told us about it. So
thank you.
Win.
Thank you. I will not be doing that then. Terrifying,
eating apricot cores?
Yeah.
Apricot? What did you say was the right one?
I don't know what the right one is.
Oh.
I just say apricot. But I'm kind of saying thing like pecan. I don't say pecan.
Oh, I say pecan.
I say pecan.
Yeah. And Lucas gets really mad at me for saying it because he says it's pecan.
It's not pecan.
Maybe he says pecan and
I
say
God.
pecan.
I know what I needed to tell
pecan.
you. Our probably number one listener, my sister.
Uh-oh. I was going to say your mom?
No, she's falling behind.
Yeah, she doesn't listen to it.
She's falling behind.
She doesn't like listening to us anymore.
She's over it.
They talk shit about me. They said I killed the Schwann's guy. I'm
That's
old
the
and
thing.
disabled.
It's so funny because, like, I'm waiting for her to say something to me, but she's not caught up yet.
Has your dad even, does he even know he uses tampons?
No. But my sister, she told me, it was like a random text message. I know exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Her and her husband like blue cheese and mustard and beer cheese.
Well, that explains a lot.
And then the other thing is that some people in Montana say cheers.
Oh, that's cute.
But they are really close to Canada. I'm wondering if it's
Is it a Canadian thing?
I don't know. Canadian listeners,
what I
let us
love?
know.
Degrassi. Speaking of Canada.
I remember that show.
I've been watching it again.
Oh, okay.
I've watched it probably like 4 times.
There were a lot of seasons, weren't there?
Yeah, well, I don't watch like all of it.
Yeah.
Because now I'm to the point where like the original cast is kind of like out and I'm like, this is just horrible now. But I love watching it when they're in middle school. Yeah. Like they think Liberty's hooking up with the teacher, but really she has dyscalculia.
I forgot about that.
And then her boyfriend gets stabbed.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I love Degrassi. If you love Degrassi, let's be best friends.
It used to be on like the free channels, like you didn't need cable. Like,
yeah,
just on those channels.
I never watched it on those channels. I found it later, and I found it on like a website for like pirated shit.
Oh.
And now you can watch it. It's on HBO now.
Okay.
It was on something else before.
It's not called HBO anymore.
Oh yeah.
It's called Max.
It's just Max. There's no HBO at all.
No, apparently not. It's just
stupid.
Max.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still gonna call you HBO. What else was I gonna tell you? I went to the Mac and Cheese Festival.
Mm-hmm. Was it good? Constipated?
No, I shit the next day. Right in the morning.
I knew it!
Cheese doesn't do that to me.
Me either. No.
But I also didn't have that much mac and cheese, I feel like. I don't know. Okay, let me explain. So I was already exhausted when we went because I had a bridal party bright and fucking early. I had 7 people whose makeup I did. I was up at like 5:30. I'm tired.
Yeah.
They give you a cup, probably about a grande size cup. And we had the VIP tickets.
Oh.
So we got 10 drink vouchers and 10 food vouchers.
Okay.
Now, you're thinking like, oh, samples are small. No. One drink ticket will fill up. Actually, the cup was a little bigger than this. Would fill up half the cup. If you give them 2 tickets, they'll fill your whole cup up.
Oh.
And we had a lot of tickets. A lot of drinks. But and when I think about it, we did use most of our food vouchers. I think we still had, I still had 4 left over. Bombas had some fucking fire jalapeno bacon mac and cheese. That was the best one. I voted for them. I wonder who won. Hold on. Oh! First place, they won the People's Choice! Woo! Woo! Ooh.
All because of your vote.
I know. And I did vote drunkenly in the Uber on our way out of there.
Oh, nice. Oh, good you took an Uber, though.
Oh, yeah. Took 3 Ubers.
Nice.
It was only $30 though for 3 Ubers, so I didn't think that was that bad.
Oh, no, that's not too bad.
10 an Uber?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't really take Ubers.
Their mac and cheese was fucking delicious. Their food truck, there's a restaurant located in Kalamazoo. So I think I'm gonna go there.
There you go.
It was delicious. But we also had lots of pulled pork mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's a thing.
But their cups were this big, and people would overflow it. So you're I didn't use all my food tickets, but also that was a lot of mac and cheese.
Right, that'd be too much mac and cheese.
It's a lot. We had a mac and cheese pizza.
Oh, wow.
Always a good choice. Lucas had...
I've never had a mac and cheese pizza. What does that mean?
Ever?
No.
They just put mac and cheese on a pizza.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. Really good.
I thought it was this big invention.
No. If you mix 2 different carbs on one thing, delicious. It's magical.
Okay.
What else? Lucas, okay, so a walking taco, where they put... So there was a walking Macco, which...
Okay.
He said wasn't that good, which I didn't think it would be because they just put mac and cheese in a Dorito bag.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I bet they didn't
didn't get that one. I got the same company's pulled pork mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That was fucking delicious. A lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
There's vodka wines. Did you know that? Yeah. And so I had this one brand's vodka wine, and it was cucumber, and they mixed it with lemonade. Oh my God, it was so good.
I saw this, I had it one time, and it was this Kool-Aid, pouch.
Okay.
The Kool-Aid Jammers pouch, but they put tequila in it.
Ooh.
It was very good. But I don't know how they got the tequila in it. Because you have to, open up the I don't know.
Weird. That sounds unsanitary.
It was
I hate
in
tequila,
a back alley.
I can't do tequila.
I don't like
I'm a vodka gal.
I like vodka. I mean, obviously, I like mixed things.
Yeah, mixed things all the way. What else?
But found out I am an hard apple cider person.
Oh, I do love a good hard apple cider, which makes me think we should go cider tasting this fall.
We need to.
We need to have a girls' adult day.
I know, because we never do.
Never, ever.
No.
So I think we should do that.
Yeah.
And then we should do the painting trend
of the ghost.
Yeah,
after
I think
our tasting.
That'd be fun. We have to make sure we go to the store first.
Yes.
And get the supplies.
Yes.
And then we can come home and do that. We'll make your mom pick us up. Mama. My mom picked me up. And also, one last thing about the Mac and Cheese Fest.
Yeah.
Peace, Love, and Little Donuts were there.
Yeah.
With a mac and cheese donut.
Get out.
But it didn't. It did not. They lied because it literally it was a good donut. I love Peace, Love, and Little Donuts, but it was literally a donut with just orange and yellow sprinkles.
Oh.
And Jenna dropped hers in the street.
Jenna!
And I stepped on it and I almost fell. It was when you slip up on a banana peel. Yeah. Right downtown Grand Rapids. And no one else was out. We went into Mojo's. No one else was in there. It was the most uncomfortable thing ever.
Oh, that's weird.
It was like when me and Lucas went inside Lids and it was quiet and there was no music and no one was in there. And Lucas was like, "You want to leave?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was really weird.
That's kind of weird they have a mac and cheese donut, but it's not mac and cheese. I get it. That'd be a weird donut.
No.
That place is really cool, though.
I do love
Jordan and I went in there I think maybe we just went once or twice or something like that. But it was really cool.
Yeah, I will always support I'll eat the donut. It was good. I thought it was going to be like mac and cheese flavored. It wasn't, which was good for me.
Yeah,
because,
I think that'd be too weird.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Fun time. There's another one in Kalamazoo, so let's go.
Let's do it. I'll have to take some lactose intolerant meds before I go.
Something. We'll be shitting all day. Especially with the bacon and jalapenos.
Oh God, I'd be like, dude, I don't feel good.
I did not feel good Sunday, let me fucking tell you.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
Watch, this is just gonna fail, but I thought it was funny. So, I want to play this new game I thought of. Called, What Do You Think This Celebrity Smells Like?
You would make this game up.
I just was curious.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready? I'm going to show you celebrities.
Okay.
Uh-oh, where'd his picture go?
Hold on. I just have to think of a scent?
I just want, first thing in your mind, what do you think they smell like?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like a perfume scent or something.
With these hint of notes?
Yeah, okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's our first one.
Okay.
Oprah Winfrey.
Cinnamon. I feel like she gives me like homemaker
She gave me
vibes.
like florals.
Oh.
Like I was thinking like a lavender. Cinnamon.
You walk in,
maybe
you fresh,
if she's baking bread or something.
Or pie.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so here's the one who started it all for me. Okay. Bill Murray.
Oh.
Stinky is mine.
My first one was bologna. I don't know.
Old man farts.
Like a bologna sandwich. I don't know what that would be, but
Bill Murray just always gives me the creeps.
Classic. Bologna sandwich.
Bologna. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Okay, this is bad, but just Cheetos.
I was thinking really bad aftershave, though, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be it.
Bronzer.
Oh.
Tanning solution.
Tanning solution, that's
exactly what it is.
Tanning solution.
Ugh, I hate that smell. Okay, ready? This is a good one. Morgan Freeman. Wisdom. He smells like wisdom.
Like pine.
Yes.
Pine.
Something nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll just do one more. Okay. Hillary Clinton. Do you know what I think she smells like?
What?
The blood of children. Adrenochrome.
I think like she'd be like a I think like over floral. Like really
stinky grandma.
Like
stinky grandma.
Like the white jasmine
yeah.
or something like really strong.
Just bad.
It stings like
hand
it's like
soap. Hand soap.
Hand soap.
I think hand soap and adrenochrome. Bad.
That was a fun game.
Thank you. I'll make it longer next time. I just wanted to test it out.
Yeah, no, I like this
see
one.
what you thought.
Yeah.
Let's do one more, and I don't have a picture, but what do you think Miranda Singh smells like? Desperation.
Probably. Cotton candy or something really
no
cheesy.
self-realization.
Yeah.
I think I moved the table a little bit.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
We're solving that problem.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your fun facts?
Sure.
Fun facts with Emma.
Welcome to Fun Facts with Emma. I'm your host, Emma.
What are you going to tell me right now? Because you're making a really funny face. Oh, I got to take my little Band-Aid off.
Oh, yeah, she got her blood done this morning.
I did it.
She was a trooper.
I was like, I'm sorry, it's probably really old and really far back in my chart, but I needed blood work done. I was like, I'm trying to work up the courage. And she's like, you're okay, you have until December. And I'm like, yes,
oh,
I
nice.
made it. So.
What happens after December? Like they just...
Oh, they have to redo the order. Because it was good for a year.
I thought they were like barred into your house to take you.
I'm going to kill you. It's Hillary Clinton.
Okay. So my fun fact.
Yeah, let me scooch closer.
Did you know?
No.
This wasn't really a fun fact for my husband because he already knew.
Okay.
That weirdo. Did you know that Michigan has a floating post office.
No, but I could see that.
Yeah. So if you're trying to impress people with your knowledge, that's what it said in my little fun facts.
Oh, cute.
You can mention that Michigan has a floating post office. Aww. It's the J.W. Westcott II boat, and it's located on the Detroit River.
Oh, that's not where I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, most people don't.
I thought it was going to be up north or something.
That's one part that Jordan failed in the fun fact. I asked him, and he's like, it's up north, right? I'm like, no.
Like Mackinac or something?
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be, too. Detroit River. So it's a docking place for many boats. So there's bodies
floating by it.
Probably. Many boats and ships. So some of which are used as mailing addresses. Aww. Which makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
And so to get mail to these boats, the floating post office delivers them.
That's really cute.
I know, and it's the only floating U.S. post office.
I don't know why, but I think that's adorable.
And it has its own zip code and everything.
It does?
Good for them.
Cute. Good
I know.
For you.
That's my fun fact.
I love that fun
short,
fact.
Short, simple.
Aw.
But let's move on to the next segment.
We should mail a letter there.
Hi.
Road trip. I heard about you guys. Big fan. Big fan. Just had to tell you. This is something I would fucking do. Okay. And this is What Did Jordan Find Online?
What is it this time?
I'm going to tell you about a very niche TikTok drama.
Okay.
And I want to know, are you into maximalist decor?
Probably, if someone saw my house. I have a lot of...
I feel like you're a minimalist maximalist.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh.
Like, I feel like when you see maximalist, you'll be like, no, that's not my house.
Oh, okay.
Because it's very, like, funky.
Oh, no.
Bright color. And Emma's like a cottage core maximalist.
Bright colors.
Like,
no.
a lot of knickknacks. And Emma's house is a lot of brown.
Yeah. I have,
like, cute different shades of brown.
Yeah.
Very cozy.
We have some blues, maybe some yellows here or there. But
some glitter on the
lavender,
ceiling.
A lot of lavender.
Ooh, love that.
And a lot of, like, old-fashioned knickknacks. Like, I have, like, a really ancient kettle. And I have, like, what are they called? I'm like lanterns. I have like the kerosene lanterns.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't think maximalist is your vibe.
No, not bright colors or funky.
Yeah. And I love some maximalist things.
I could see that for you. But at the same time,
some of it's weird.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to tell you. So this is my whole question that I think we should talk about.
Okay.
Or maybe I should say that for the end.
Okay.
No, I'm going to ask you now.
All right.
So with this day and age in social media and influencerism, can someone really get mad about somebody else doing the same thing that they're doing? That's our question.
Oh.
And so there are two influencers within this space. I mean, there's more. We're just going to talk about two today. Okay. Tay Beat Boop, I think actually, and Corinne Joy. So, Tay has like over 2 million and Corinne has almost 2 million. So very popular.
Right.
And Tay made a very Mean Girl-esque video about how Corinne had been copying her. And I'll send you the video and we can like play it really quick just so you guys can see a few minutes of it.
I'm about to be so petty and I've never done something like this before, but there is a large creator who is just getting out of hand. So this is my mossy mirror that I made. And immediately she makes this, which is like, fine, that's what the coincidence, whatever. I have this green squiggle art gallery, and now she does too. The difference is she's hanging something else, so that's different, that's creative. But she's also ripping off my boyfriend's art. So that's my boyfriend's art. I have a monster head art gallery. He makes monster heads. They're so realistic and beautiful. This is her version. This is her monster head art gallery. Then I painted my room green and blue. They're very abnormal color choices, and I got a lot of hate for it, but I really love it, and I spent months choosing the colors. Look at what colors she's doing for her kitchen, and she's painting her appliances.
And people did not take this video well. Like, not at all, which is good. Like, good, you know.
Oh, they're on the Corinne side of it?
Yeah, like, her followers were like, wow, I'm really disappointed in this. Oh, okay. Because their big thing, too, is they're DIYers.
Oh.
And, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
And that's what we think about that. I'm keeping that in there.
Go ahead. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so Tay has lost a bunch of followers.
Yeah.
People are literally painting over murals that they painted inspired by her. Oh. Calling her out, like, I can't follow somebody like you. Like, I'm really disappointed. A lot of us find inspiration from you. Mm-hmm. And the reason why it was even so much more worse than just making that video is that Corinne has actually tagged Tay in different videos where she was inspired by her. And Tay has wallpaper lines with the brand Otter.
Okay.
Or the company Otter.
Like the ones that make the phone cases?
No.
Oh,
home decor one. Otter Studios or something like that. Okay. And she has wallpaper designs with them. And Corinne has bought those wallpapers and put them up in her house and like tagged Tay and tagged the company.
Oh.
Telling, because people are like, where'd you get the wallpaper? And she's like, oh, it's Tay Beep Boop's design.
I feel like you're making this up. Like
all of it is made up. No. And so people are like, bitch, what are you talking about? You know?
Yeah.
And she came back and she's like Corinne has said, like, she was deeply hurt by this. Yeah. She found inspiration from her. And here's the kicker. Mm-hmm. People went back and looked at these things that were supposedly similar, and either Corinne posted them at the same time, so it's like she wouldn't have even had enough time to copy her.
Yeah.
Or she posted the thing first.
Oh.
So it's like, bitch, this ain't right. You know what I mean? So, people are very upset. Rightfully so, but this gives the question, like, when people become this influential or they have this many followers, can you really be mad that someone's doing something similar to you?
No.
I feel like there's, like, hardly any room for original ideas anymore.
That's what I mean, and I could take this for, like, I was telling Jordan, my husband, sorry, I realized. It makes it sound like
you know what's funny?
weird.
At the bridal party I just did this weekend,
yeah,
the groom's name was Jordan and the videographer's name was Jordan.
That's weird. There's so
many
like,
Jordans. Oh my god, I can't.
The Jordan's gonna calm down.
Stop saying my name. Okay, anyway.
No, so I was talking to him about this because they had, like, Facebook, and they say all the movies that are coming out, and they're either remakes or they're sequels or they're now going to be a trilogy, whatever. Yeah. It's all the same stuff. It's like, because you kind of looking like, what's really original anymore? Or how many songs you can say, oh, this is this song or this song or this song.
It's big right now for people to take, like, 70s sound samples and make a song with them. Yeah.
Right. And so it's like, but no one's getting mad about it. So I feel like you can't really be that mad about something that I feel like maybe it wasn't really an original idea to begin with.
I feel like there's really not that much room for original ideas.
No, there's not. And it's not like that's upsetting or anything, but I mean, I don't know.
There's enough space for everybody, in my opinion. Like, you both have 2 million followers, you're doing fine. So don't worry about it. Or at least, like, just personally talk to the person, like, see what's going on. I get it, because there's been, like, comedic creators who've created, like, certain skits that are newer, and I understand, like, if someone's getting really popular off a skit that you created, maybe you just want some credit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you're posting shit on TikTok, people are gonna copy it. Like, honestly, that's how TikTok was kind of popular, because everyone was, like, copying each other's dances.
Right. Yeah, no,
And then people were mad because the original creators didn't get credit, but sometimes it's like that just gets lost in the sauce. And I mean, if something's being replicated tens of millions of times.
Yep. Well, it's kind of like,
and I feel bad, but like.
Yeah, we feel bad, but it's not like. There's something about just being true to yourself and knowing what you did and all that kind of stuff, because there's so many covers of songs that, like, you know the original. A big one, I think, that everyone talks about is, like, Whitney Houston. The I Will Always Love You wasn't her song.
Yeah,
Dolly
but everyone
Parton's.
thinks it's her song.
Yeah, but you don't see Dolly Parton's like, damn Whitney Houston. She's creating Imagination Library, okay?
Yeah, she's doing her own thing. She's riding
Dolly has no time to be petty, okay?
No. It gets very, like, muddy.
It does.
But
for the basic of what we're talking about, the decor, I feel like that's just such a gray area of...
Also, like...
You're going to act like no one else... Because there's probably somebody who has the exact same house that's not on TikTok. Like, we're acting like on this app.
It's dumb. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
But, that was a little niche drama for you that I saw, and I was like, and then I couldn't stop watching it.
We're talking about cults today.
Cults.
Cults. That's what we're talking about today.
Cults! And I picked an interesting one.
Okay, I'm excited.
So I want to talk to you about Japan's most obscure cult, the Happy Science cult. Have you heard of them?
No.
Well, let me tell you about them. Happy Science is an organized spiritual religious group formerly known as the Institute of Research in Human Happiness. It sounds nice, right? Like, that's their but...
At what cost?
I know. I was just thinking how I wanted to word that, because, like, it sounds nice, because I would love to figure out the key to happiness, as we all would. But it kind of has some odd beliefs behind it.
Okay.
So I want to tell you a little bit about the creator. And I'm going to butcher all these names. Ruiho Okawa.
I mean, I don't know how I pronounce it either, so.
So he was actually like a Wall Street trader when he created this cult. And it's really interesting because he had a normal upbringing. He was middle class, Japanese family, but when he was in his teens, his dad got super religious.
Okay.
And I think it kind of just like planted that seed in his head. And his dad would try like a lot of different religions.
Oh.
Which, that's nice. Good for him. But also, I don't know, he just got like super into health because he was kind of a fat kid and didn't want to be fat anymore. And he wanted to be more social because he was really shy. Yep. And he became very charismatic.
Okay.
And then, like I said, also got like into religion. And he claims that it wasn't coming from his parents' belief, but that he was visited by spirits who told him that he was this conduit and like needed to tell everybody the good word, as it usually goes. Right. So on March 23rd, 1981, he was contacted by the divine spirit for the first time. And another religious leader from the God Light Association told him that his destiny was to find a new religion for people to follow. And that is why he created the Happy Science religion cult. And he was contacted by Confucius, Jesus Christ, Moses, and Nostradamus.
Oh.
So, I mean...
Well, damn.
Lots of people.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, these people haven't done anything, like, too crazy or, like, evil.
Okay.
But it's really funny because they have a really big budget and they've created a lot of anime to try to draw people in. And I wanted to show you this. I wanted to show you this little anime clip.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea of, like, what this is like.
Yeah.
I'm Helen Keller.
What?
And it's a bunch of shit like that because he claims that a lot of people's spirits talk to him. So, like, and he's channeled the spirit guides of Barack Obama.
Oh.
And Donald Trump.
Okay.
It's very interesting. And we have some clips of that, too.
My fellow citizens.
He's, like, channeling them.
Yeah.
But why doesn't he use, like, an accent or something to make it seem more like he really is channeling them? Like, when he channels these people, because he'll make videos, and in the other countries, they'll play the video for people, but you have to pay, like, $100 to $400 to watch the video.
Ow.
I know.
Okay.
I know. So, not a cult. Not a cult.
Yeah.
And he'll just talk to them. Like, Margaret Thatcher, he, like, went over her thoughts about what she thinks about Brexit and shit like that.
Oh.
But he doesn't even, like, try to sound like her. He just pushes their agenda, but says it's Margaret Thatcher or Barack Obama. Barack's not even dead yet. He said that's his spirit guide.
Oh.
Not actual Barack. It's his spirit guide.
I wonder what Obama thinks about this.
He loves his fellow citizens. That's what. And I just thought that was so funny how they use anime.
That is.
But they've become very popular in Japan. They had a blockbuster hit in 2022.
Okay.
And there's even actors and actresses who've quit their careers to follow their teachings.
Wow.
I know.
That's
People
a big
buy the
following
shit.
then.
Yeah. Well, they try to come off bigger than they are. It said that they truly only have 30,000 members, which is still a lot.
That's a lot.
But they claim it's way more than that. But studies say like it's really not. And so you also have to go to seminars to move up in levels.
Oh.
Definitely not a cult. You have to pay thousands for these seminars and follow the teachings.
In this economy?
I know. I know.
God.
So here's the crazy thing. When COVID happened, he claimed that he could give people a spiritual vaccination. And it was another one of these videos where you could go pay and go watch these videos and he would vaccinate you spiritually from COVID. And he said the only reason that COVID spread was from people who weren't following God's word and communists. So...
Makes sense.
Makes sense. They're very ultra conservative.
Okay.
They really loves Donald Trump.
Okay.
And talks about him a lot. So it's basically like the Japanese Donald Trump. Hate China, but they're communists, so I don't know how that works. But I mean, there's really not that much info, but I was dead with the anime shit. Helen Keller. First of all, she wouldn't be like that.
I don't think he knows who Helen Keller is.
Do you think Helen Keller was fake?
Sometimes. Sometimes I lay at night. Like, I sit there and I'll ask my husband this. He's like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Lucas thinks she's fake.
But she flew an airplane. How?
Didn't we talk about that before?
I think we did.
Yeah, because it's not real.
It just...
She flew an airplane.
And maybe I'm just jealous because I haven't. And... You know?
It makes no sense.
Maybe I'm not living up to Helen Keller's standards, but I just feel like...
You ever watched the movie with her tutor and she beats the shit out of her?
We watched that in elementary school. I'm like, this is intense.
I would probably beat the shit out of her.
I mean, I agree. I think my patience...
Quit throwing butter at me!
I think my patience would have gone a little, like...
I would have been done.
I don't know. I mean, I try everything not to be a child, obviously, but I'd be like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also, this cult believes in aliens.
Oh.
Just so you know. And they've talked to them before.
I mean, why not? Are you ready for my cult?
Yeah.
Are you ready to be canceled?
Yes.
So, my cult is an alleged cult. Okay? But this topic, like, so many people are scared to talk about it or they're intimidated to talk about it because they're...
Is it white girls who really like pumpkin spice?
Close. So close.
MLMs.
I'm going to talk about the alleged cult of Taylor Swift.
Fucking believe it. That is true. That's so true.
So there's a podcast called Sounds Like a Cult. And
yes,
they talk
I've heard
about
of
that.
them.
Yes, they covered it
my
about Taylor
God.
Swift. And I always thought this. So I guess let's start off. Are you a Taylor Swift fan or where are you
I do
at?
like some of her songs. Yeah. I'm not like obsessed, and actually I hated her for the longest time.
Okay, yeah.
But now I like
kind of the same thing. When she first started off with like Our Song in the Country, I'm not a huge country music, so I didn't really like her.
Yeah.
And then after a while I was like, oh, I like some of those songs, or I don't mind them, but I'm not a huge... I'm not worthy, okay? To some of these people.
Yeah.
So, this podcast had like the option before like each of their segments that they were talking about, they had listeners call in and they gave like, what do you think makes Taylor Swift a cult?
Okay.
So they gave their opinion. So these are some of these things. So some of the callers said, Taylor is known for hiding clues, references, and puzzles in her posts, etc. And her fans take that and become like detectives to figure out what she's trying to say.
That is true.
Like they will drop everything, make videos, TikToks, YouTube videos, anything about them like figuring out what the next post is going to be, what the next song, what the next album is going to be. And it's just a whole big thing.
They really do.
And I always look at these if they come on my TikTok and I'm like, by the time I'm done with it, I'm like, how did you figure that out?
Yeah.
Like she's wearing a red sweater, so she's tinting this. I'm like, okay.
It's polyester.
How do you do
this?
this?
1989.
Yeah, I'm like, how do they do this? Another thing, which this is a very, you'll know what I'm talking about. Her fans don't like to admit when she may be in the wrong, and they seem to victimize her a lot, and she's seen as the underdog all the time. So there are times where people are like, isn't Taylor Swift wrong? And they're like, no!
Yeah, that's
and they
very
come after
true.
everybody, as you would a leader, a follower, a cult.
That's true.
Another person said how carefully curated her image is and how drastically her image and style changes depending on what era she's in. And they said, like, everything's just kind of out to a T. Where you see, like, some styles, like the early 2000s or whatever, and they had that style that we all know.
Yeah.
And they slowly change, but sometimes they get to that weird part, and you're like, what's going on with them?
Yeah.
You know? But she hasn't had a weird part. Like, you're just like, that's just Taylor Swift now. Like, now she's folklore. Now she's this. Now she's that. How did she do it? Cult. That's the answer.
Cool.
And then another caller obviously just mentioned her fans, and they will cancel you if you don't like Taylor. Or you say anything negative.
Yeah.
You're done.
I have some friends who are like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no.
Maggie.
They're going to come after you.
She will.
She has a shovel already as she's
Probably.
listening to this. So.
They'll pay thousands of dollars for tickets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a big thing I noticed through comments, and I was looking like through Reddit songs, listening to this podcast or whatever, but people mentioned how Taylor Swift makes people feel like they're not alone. And all of her breakup songs, people relate to them, and they're like, I didn't even have a boyfriend in high school, but I feel like I do, like I'm singing this song.
Yeah.
Or there's some songs like, what was it? Oh, Olivia Rodrigo. She's another one. Driver's License came out, and people are like, I'm happily married, but like this song.
That was me.
Yeah, it's like, but you relate to it, and you're like, it's fine.
I feel this song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's Taylor Swift with all of her songs, and she can do a lot of ages because you have to think we had Taylor Swift, the young version, but now there's high schoolers that are also growing up with Taylor Swift.
That's
so
true.
you have her concerts, and it's like you have the millennials, and you have the tweens, and you have the teens. You got everything.
The old ladies.
Yeah, they're all there.
Yeah.
Because I think like everyone kind of had. But I think that also plans with the different eras she's in. But I think, like, that's what people were saying, like...
Yeah, Taylor Swift has a lot of power.
She does.
Yeah. Do you know how much her tour is grossing right now?
Yeah. No, it's insane.
Like $343 million or something like that is how much her tour made?
Yeah. So a Reddit user commented saying, it was kind of funny, he said, if Taylor said go rob a bank, her fans would in the name of Taylor.
That's true.
But I think they would.
They would.
But what made me want to cover this topic is because of the recent concerts.
Okay.
The Eras tour right now going on. So the horror stories of fans dealing with like the merch trucks.
Oh, I didn't hear
And
about
like
this.
they're like, we laid in hours, there's no water, there's no nothing, but just for the name of Taylor to get a t-shirt. But then they're buying these. Like they're buying so many of them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like not even their size. But they have to go buy the shirt.
What?
Well, it doesn't fit you. But they have to for Taylor. Like, but they'll do all these things because Taylor offers like private like sessions and private music things, but it's all these extreme followers that like they tag this person and this person and this person so that Taylor will notice them. It's like they do everything so that she will notice them.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's to the extremes and like danger of others.
the fuck?
And then the price alone for these concert tickets, okay? So let's say you buy a $300 ticket. There are people, which is fine. Do what you want with your money.
Yes,
You know, like,
right.
I probably buy it on worthless shit too, and you're like, why would you buy that? Okay?
Yeah. I spend a lot on
judging.
coffee.
I'm not judging that part. I'm not judging any of it. I just find it interesting.
Yeah.
You see, I'm trying not to get
judging
canceled
you
right
guys
now.
for real.
But people are buying the same ticket 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, they're going this concert 3 times.
Yeah.
The same $300, and they're waiting in line online, like the whole inline online thing.
Yeah.
And $300 tickets.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They just saw the concert.
I'm poor.
And I would assume it's the same concert.
It is.
Roughly different, maybe. And she'll say, hi, it's city, and she changes the name of the city.
Right.
And probably some different interactions, but...
She must put on a good show.
She must. I can't...
I mean, I've seen clips. It looks pretty cool. But...
Yeah, but I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money
crazy.
for your follower.
You cult leader!
But to flip the coin on the subject. So it comes to a point that, like, if you don't like her songs, or if you don't care to go to a concert, then there must be something wrong with you. Right? But I think it's also hard to, like, understand a fan group that is dedicated like the Swifties.
Yeah, they're, like, very...
Yeah. So there was a Reddit user that had this comparison. I really liked it. So they said, like, Taylor Swift fans are similar to Disney adults. So if you are a dedicated member to one or both these groups, you understand it. And if you're not, you're just never going to get it. And that's just your life. And that's just how you have to live.
That's true.
But I get it. They're both, those two are extreme groups of
they are.
Disney adults that will spend all their money on Disney.
All of it.
And go there all the time. And then you have your Taylor Swift people. Same thing. There's no difference.
Yeah.
But if you are not involved and you don't like her enough, might as well just go bury yourself now. So, this podcast, they were talking about her fans analyzing her lyrics.
Yeah. And
there are YouTube videos. I watched a couple of them for like 5 minutes. I had to click away because it was too much for me to handle. But they're dedicated to this topic. And like fans that are maybe looking too deep into what Taylor meant with her lyrics. Like they take each lyric and like, in this word. And then they pull up like tabs.
Yeah.
Like they have like 20 tabs open to what she meant out here. But they said, but in a way, it's like a Bible study. And Taylor's like a god to them. Overall, she's just really good at marketing, really.
True.
So this podcast does a great job through like the history.
Listen to that episode.
Yeah, so it's a little over an hour. It's like hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But they have like the history of how she got started.
Yeah.
And honestly, like how hard she worked to get where she needed to go. So it came out, and Taylor Swift got like a lot of shit for this because it came out like she came from a rich home. And people are like, I think she was from Pennsylvania and she moved to Nashville for her career. Like her family could afford it. Like they were like, sure, let's just go. And they had like a super nice house.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything. But to anyone on the internet, or they're like, especially when you see like comparisons of how other famous people got started, sometimes it's really rough and then they work their way up. Yeah. But Taylor Swift already had a nice house and a nice family, supportive. Yeah. But that doesn't, and I liked what the podcast was like, that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Like, you shouldn't be like, discredit all the hard work she does, because she has to work so
hard.
hard.
Could you imagine doing that show all the time? I was thinking about that, because she does do like the same show. Like, I'm sure there are differences, but I think it was probably to the scale of like preparing for a Broadway show.
Oh, I think so too.
If not more.
She was so committed. Because you have to think about it, every time she has a different era, like, though I know some people probably think we're talking like we're insane here, but it's like, you know, she never like slipped up.
Right. That
takes a lot of work. I think, like, with her, it's like, I don't want to say that she hasn't done the work.
Discredit her or anything like that. Because
she's worked her ass off.
She's a hard-working bitch.
She is. But yeah, so just to wrap it up, I really think you should watch this podcast. It's pretty interesting how they
do
things.
YouTube too, or just
I don't know. I just listened
audio?
on audio. I don't know.
I'm going to check it out on Spotify. And I've heard their podcast mentioned a ton of times.
Never heard of it before until this episode.
I think they must be pretty good.
But it is interesting, though, because they do talk about some parts that I just didn't want to make this episode so long. I just really recommend listening to them. Yeah. But they talk about like some problems that maybe Taylor Swift was in the wrong and how her fans reacted to it. Yeah. Or like how they couldn't like back her up. Because there's times where I feel like, but again, she is there. She does. And there was like this whole part, like we talk about celebrities being the problem of global warming. That's what they talked about.
Oh, so like, her jet?
Her jet. That's what they talked
jet,
about.
Dude.
And people
no one said anything about her jet, but Kylie Jenner.
Yep.
Everyone came for her fucking throat.
Yeah. And that was the big comparison. Was like, well, remember when Taylor Swift does it too?
But Taylor Swift is the American golden child.
Apparently. But anyway, that's my cult. My alleged cult, but I think
way better research than my research. So.
Yeah, I just listened to a podcast, and I looked at Reddit because I was looking for
Reddit is
take on cults.
Reddit is always my fave.
Me too.
Yeah,
that's a different take on it.
It is.
So,
well,
it was nice knowing you. Probably canceled up this episode. I don't hate Taylor Swift. All right,
that was a good episode.
Yeah, join us next week.
I don't know when this one's going up.
All right, so this will be the end of August. I hope you had a good summer.
Back to school. Mm-hmm. Get some pumpkins. They're starting to come out.
Yeah, well, that's a little early for pumpkins. If you want them to last for October,
get them now.
All right.
Not the carving ones, just the decorating.
Probably have your own cult.
I told you, white women and pumpkins, and we spend all our money on it. I wait for the hints to come out when they're going on sale. Fucking love it.
Oh,
all right, well.
Thank you for joining us. Bye.